Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Gamecast, episode 578. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinside,
Ahoy.
and Tony Korkanakis.
Yo, yo, yo.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners and viewers
Happy
to
New
578.
Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. We have our bold predictions episode. But first, we can bring you some breaking news. Breaking news on our podcast. Literally just now. Literally just now. So give us the rundown here, guys. What do we got? Tony, Corey, whatever. Corey, you broke it, right? You saw it?
No, well, I saw a tweet, and the tweet was
No,
basically PlayStation
yeah.
VR2 has been announced. I didn't even get to look at anything else. Tony's got some of the specs up there, I think, and more info for us. So, PlayStation VR2 is coming.
Yeah, let's see.
We go outside to Tony Korkanakis.
Let's see. This is from their official PlayStation blog. Happy New Year, everyone. It's my great pleasure to start off 2022 with news on our next generation VR for the PlayStation 5 console. Starting with the official name, PlayStation VR 2. Wow, so original. And our new VR controller, PlayStation VR 2 Sense Controller. Takes gaming to a whole new level, enabling a greater sense of presence and allowing players to escape into game worlds like never before. With a headset on and controllers in hand, players will feel a heightened range of sensations unlike any other, thanks to the creativity of the game worlds being built by our world-class developers and the latest technology incorporated into the hardware. Building upon our innovations of PS5, PlayStation VR 2 adds a true next-gen experience with high-fidelity visuals, new sensory features, and enhanced tracking, along with a simplified single-cord setup. So let's see, we have some specs here. The display message is OLED, panel resolution is 2000 by 2040 per eye, panel refresh is 90 hertz, 120 hertz. Lens separation.
120. I'm going to be thrown off.
Yeah. Lens separation is adjustable. Field of view is approximately 110 degrees. Sensors are motion sensor 6-axis motion sensing system, 3-axis gyroscope, 3-axis accelerometer. Attachment sensor is IR proximity sensor. Cameras. 4 cameras for headset and controller, tracking IR camera for eye tracking per eye. Feedback is vibration on headset. Communication with PS5, USB Type-C. And audio is built-in microphone and output is stereo headphone jack.
So you're connected to your PS5 through a USB cable?
Yeah. Yep.
You still can't make these things wireless, I guess.
Oculus is wireless.
Is it?
Yep.
It's its own headset.
Yep.
Just-
Yep.
Yeah.
And then something else that was announced alongside it was Horizon VR Call of the Mountain, which is by Guerrilla Games and Firespite. Let me see if there's just a little there's a video, so I'm just waiting to.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe it's not only connected to the USB. That sounds bad.
Our teams have also been working
Hang
on a
around.
brand new game. set in
Oh look,
environment
it's
that
a
we are very proud to announce.
it's a minute 51
So
about
today, we'd like
a
to
dude
tell you
talking and
we're
then
creating a unique
some
new
Horizon footage.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. That's a thing.
Okay.
Breaking news.
Breaking
There it
news,
is.
guys.
It's there.
VR.
We don't usually get that on the podcast. Usually does it right after we're done or
Yep.
the following week.
Yep.
So, all right. Cool. All right, guys. Like I said, this is our bold predictions episode, and we usually go back and grade ourselves on the last year. I say usually because this year has to be a little different because our recordings last year unfortunately got lost and didn't work. It works. There's video of us talking. If somebody can read lips, hey, let me know. I'll get you on YouTube. Watch what we said and let us know. Maybe this closed captioning? No, because it does audio translations. Yeah, so we don't have the audio, and I can't tell you what the bold predictions were for some of us. I actually have a couple written down from last year, so I do have that from my notes, but I can go back and see. But that's about it, unfortunately. And I apologize. Now, I will make this. I said this on the movie cast because we lost a little on that. Guys, if you're watching this on Twitch or on YouTube or whatever, and you notice that there's something wrong with the audio or something, please, or video, just let us know. Leave a comment. Send us an email, allyoucangeek@gmail.com. No, I'm sorry, allyoucangeek@gmail.com. Wow. And follow, you can go on Twitter. We're on. I mean, one of those things. You can just send us a message and let us know. We would appreciate it because we didn't know the audio was bad on this until today. Newsflash: we don't get to listen. We don't really listen too much to ourselves talk. We're not really people that do that. on occasion, if I miss the episode, I'll listen to you guys. That's usually about the only time I review what we had. We just listened to like the beginning, and the beginning of those episodes worked for the first 5 minutes. Worked fine. It's after that, it just the audio cut out. So, please let us know. But, anyways, let's get into what we've been up to. Kick this off. Mike, I'm the same as you. I didn't finish it yet, but go on. What have you been playing?
So I've been obviously I mentioned last week I got a PlayStation 5 so I've been like going pretty hard into it. I finished Guardians of the Galaxy. When I beat it, I realized there was I was on performance mode the whole time, and then the other way has ray tracing. And I probably would have preferred it the other way because in a third-person action game, I don't need 60 frames, honestly.
Yeah.
What?
But I don't need it. Not for this game. There's nothing precise about it.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. The game, but like action games, that's where I want 60 frames per second.
See, I really again, and I played another game where I also didn't think it was necessary. To me, if it's not like a shooter or a fighting game, I kind of don't need 60 frames.
I don't know. I like that motion. I have it on that. I like that
when I
smoothness.
put it on, it's like, oh, something's wrong. You know, it reminds me like how it looks when you see it on TV shows or movies when you have those TVs that like sort of
A smooth motion, yeah.
up it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I
Soap
got you.
operas.
But
Yeah, the soap opera effect.
But no, Guardians was good. The story obviously was its strength. I'm mad about how many collectibles I missed, but
It'll be interesting
It-
for me to see. I feel like I'm covering a lot of the game. I'm just past halfway. According to,
Okay.
I just kind of glance. I try to glance. I don't like to read ahead. Obviously, I don't want to look at a walkthrough. It's not a game you really need a walkthrough
did
for.
you get your chapter number? Is that how you figured it out?
5, 6. Yeah, I'm like right there in the middle. So whatever that is, I know. No, I looked
You're
at the
not-
story. Like, what's that? I just finished the whole.
There's more to it than you think.
Oh, okay. All right then.
That I mean, and that's kind of the feeling that I got while playing it, too.
Yeah.
That's why I felt like it was longer than the 17 hours that I played it. 17-20 I played it for. But no, it's good. It feels a little more meaty than I thought it would, at least
Yeah,
lengthwise.
definitely. I'm definitely enjoying it a lot. I'll have it done. I'll have it done this week. I'm home, so.
I did encounter a couple pretty bad glitches though. I had one like very mundane, sort of uninteresting, like one of those notes you collect. That was superimposed over every note I picked up for like the rest of the first half of the game. Like for hours and hours, every time I tried to read something, there was the other note. I'm like, why is this happening? It would not go away.
Yeah.
And then the other one, which I had to just restart the checkpoint 3 times, was near the end of the game. You need to walk somewhere and trigger a cutscene, and it just would not trigger, and I was stuck. And I did it 2 or 3 times in a row. That was kind of annoying. So I had to reset and like do a slow walk and talk again, like 2 more times. I was not happy with that. But otherwise, the game's very good. It definitely is a pleasant surprise. I'm not sure where it will rank, but it'll definitely be in consideration for my favorite games of the year.
We can also.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just happened to browse on Twitter here. Did we also miss that Twisted Metal is now confirmed? Did we mention that earlier? Did I miss that? Sony's confirmed they're working on Twisted Metal.
No. I think they did briefly mention it or something last year.
That-
Could be wrong.
Jeff Keighley just tweeted that, saying Sony confirms it is working on a Twisted Metal series. So
TV series.
I don't know what that means,
We
but that's
talked
what he
about
just
TV
tweeted.
Series.
Yeah.
We were like, who's gonna play these people?
Yeah, maybe that might be TV series. I don't know. But anyways,
Okay.
all right, cool.
So
After go on.
Guardians, I played through all of Miles Morales. I had that as well. Did all the main missions, which actually, if you do just the main missions, you'll get through that game very quickly. But
Well,
main
the
missions,
side missions are so. The side missions got so repetitive from Spider-Man. I'm like, did they improve that?
they don't. It's pretty much none of that in this.
Oh, good.
game. The crimes are still repetitive. I mean, I've got to the point where I started ignoring them, but the actual side missions are, their own things in that game, which is good.
Yeah.
But it was real good. It got me. And this I also played at 30 frames with ray tracing. Ray tracing is interesting because I just have to remind myself that the reflections are real all the time
That's like,
to appreciate it. But
but
I
that's like
see it.
such a quick motion game, like 60 frames, man. That's
I
such
don't
a
know. I don't want that. No, it's a cinematic game. I don't want it to look cinematic.
Mike is me from like 4 years ago. Remember I was talking about like
There's
I
no
was all
reason
about
for
resolution.
60 frames. I rather see the ray tracing. I got a PlayStation 5. I've played 60 frames games before. I have not played stuff with real ray tracing in it before. So I'm going to
Have
look
you
at the
played
ray
60
tracing.
frames? Have you played 60 frames?
Yes. Things
What
have been
game?
60
What
frames
game?
like since
On your Xbox One S, you've gotten 60
Guardians,
frames per
apparently.
second.
That's pretty
On
good.
what? I just wonder where you've gotten 60 frames from because I've never. It's hard on the Xbox One X to get a 60 frames game. I don't even know what
No,
you
he
would
just
have
did. He
had.
turned it off on Miles
Oh,
and
he just left. He just
lost
gave.
it.
He's out. Asking that
Good
question,
on.
he's just. I offended him too much. I called him 4 years ago. Me. There we go. Coming back. I don't know. I love my frame rates now. I talked about that like forever, and I love. my
I've talked
HDR,
about
don't get
that
me wrong.
forever. I have talked about that forever. I have
don't
talked
need it.
about that
Converted.
forever.
I converted.
Yes.
So
I'm pretty
I don't
sure I was
need it.
right there with you, Tony. When Xbox One came out,
You know what
we were
game-
like, what are you talking about,
You-
Jim?
You know what
It's all
game?
about the frame.
You know what game converted me was Tomb Raider, which is unbelievable. That's the game that did it. But that's the game that converted me to 60 frames.
Yeah.
Like, because I was like, you know what? The game looks great. Don't get me wrong in 30 frames, but I love the gameplay in 60 too much. So, Tomb Raider was the one that converted me. So I don't know, Mike. I just think you need to find it. I do toggle that on and off myself, so I understand what you're saying, but I prefer the frames. But okay, whatever. So that's cool. So Miles was good.
Miles was good. It gets me excited for the actual sequel game.
Okay.
And then I also, because there was a sale, and I burned through that game pretty quick, and I had a gift card.
Please tell me you didn't buy Elder Scrolls or anything, did you?
No.
Skyrim, right?
Deathloop.
Oh, Deathloop.
I got
Deathloop,
that.
nice.
I got that, and I've started that. This, first of all, there's no reason for this game to be a next-gen exclusive. There's zero reason. I don't see it at all. It looks worse than those last two games I played. I don't know why they decided to do that, but whatever. So far, I mean, I've heard that it starts a little slow. It's okay. It definitely is a BioShock meets Dishonored feel. But no, it's interesting. We'll see if it picks up when I get more abilities. I don't have too much so far, and I've played maybe at 2 or 3 hours, maybe a little more than that so far. But I'm gonna see how it is. We'll see where that ranks. I don't know if it's going to be my game of the year, though. It doesn't seem like it so far, but we shall see. I mean, I did. BioShock is an all-time favorite, and this does remind me of that. But I also think if I played BioShock right now, for what I expect from modern games, I'd be a little bit like, oh, this is all right. And that's kind of how I feel right now. Oh, this is all right. But yeah, I'm getting some use out of this PS5.
All right, Corey.
Yeah, I finished Guardians of the Galaxy. I have to
Cool.
say, this is
What'd
the
you think?
glitchiest game I've ever
It-
played.
Glitchiest game.
I'm not getting these glitches, guys. I'm
I've
just
had
not.
some. Yeah, I've had bad ones.
I've had
yeah.
to reload saves, restart checkpoints constantly. And it got to the point where I was like, it was distracting me from the story.
Maybe is it the PS5 version then? Is that maybe what it is?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm not getting any glitch. I have not had to reboot it. I started at all, and
There's points where you have like certain powers that are required to do things where I just couldn't do them because it wasn't working.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's
no
parts where I
problem
just
with it.
get stuck in the middle of a battle. I just can't move. I just spin around in a circle. There's points where it will, like Mike said, it'll want you to trigger a cutscene and it just won't happen. So I'm just running around in circles trying to do it. But
I was
it's not
frozen
doing
in place.
anything.
I couldn't move my character.
So,
on
it
that
was
one.
one of the glitchiest games. Story is really good though, and there's some really like good conversations. But I was getting to the point where I was like, I don't want to play through all these glitches. Like,
I just can't believe you guys are getting those. I'm not getting any problems. I'm
didn't
loving
have
the game.
quite that
It gets
many,
up
but I
there.
did have a few. The ones I mentioned.
Yeah, it was Like
It's
it was
definitely up
pretty
there for me.
frustrating towards the end because it was happening a lot in the last sequence.
Okay.
But
I mean, we'll see what I
it's
get when I get to the end. We'll
overall a
see.
really fun game. Like overall, they did a great job, and very much like people have been saying, it's like out of nowhere, big surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, without
It's
the
up there
glitches,
for me.
I would
Like,
say it's
Metroid
really
Dread is awesome. This is really good though too. Like I get it why it's on the list for games of the year. Like it's close. I mean, really, I'm gonna finish the game and make my decision. But obviously, I just told you what it's between really. But there wasn't. I look back with Corey. Like there's not much new games like that I played this year that came out this year. Like that were new. Like I played Yakuza Like a Dragon earlier for like 3 months this year. You know, I played that for a while.
Was that this year? That was last
I don't
year.
think it came out. That came out at the end of last year, so I can't count it. Because that would be my game of the year. But, anyways,
Really?
anything else, Corey?
No, I have to agree
All
with
right.
Mike though. Rockets are a total douche in this game.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
that
I like
guy.
Rocket. I like Rocket. He's my boy.
No, every
Tony?
time he wants to,
I love how I'm playing this game and both of you have had the same opinion. I'm completely different, but we'll see how it goes for me. Tony, what have you been playing?
Yeah, so more Endwalker, but I also played through Guardians about probably 4 hours or so. It's fun. It looks cool, but mostly I just appreciate like the writing and like the story. How like
The story.
it
It's
feels,
the story. Yeah.
and like the character interaction. Like just
Yeah.
if it was a Star Lord and like just him,
It
like I'd
had,
be like
like, a-
meh. But
Yeah.
Time,
Yeah.
time
It's
Mass
the
Effect feels like with your career.
yeah, it's
character.
exactly it's
Yeah.
it's the good feels
It's
of
the
Mass
light
Effect.
Mass Effect. Yep.
Right.
It definitely does. Yes. Yeah, that's it. You're right. That's probably why I love it so much. Like
Which
that
is- yeah.
third-person space combat, but with the same feel of the characters. Like that.
All right.
You want to hear, except for Rocket, apparently these guys. But I like to hear about everybody.
No, I
so
mean, no, that's part of it though. Like you're supposed to kind of like.
Right, but at
Yeah.
the same
Not like-
time, it's as a game, it's okay. It's
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the gameplay is shallow.
yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's just a typical, ordinary third-person shooter with, light RPG mechanics and stuff because you can't make it too complicated for
Very
the
light.
average player.
Very light.
Stuff like that. Which I mean, it's not bad. Like the game's not trying to do anything. It's it's not trying to sell
No,
itself.
it is
the
what
next
it knows.
greatest
What
thing.
it knows. What
Right, it knows what
Yeah,
it is,
knows what
which
it
is which
yeah.
is great. But like in terms of game of the year, I don't know, because like right now it's kind of brain dead. Like the puzzle, like nothing about the game is, I would
I
say
even said
above
that, like-
average, like in terms of gameplay. Like just
Yeah,
kinda
no, I
okay.
looked
I
at-
was watching the Jets game while I was playing it, and I was just like, oh, well, like when the story happens, I like, all right, watch stories up, and then when the actions happen, I'm watching the game. I'm just like on autopilot.
Right.
Actually.
Like this is one of those things where I'm like actually like would this like if we just took all the cutscenes like if I just watched a let's play of this would I lose anything? And I don't think I would.
Yeah.
I don't think I
And it
would.
probably
Interesting point. Interesting
Yeah,
point.
that probably would be fine. And what's
It-
funny is the huddle mechanic. I did not like that.
I
at all.
love that. I'm sorry. I love that feel. Like
I like
I'm having a
it.
different-
Yeah,
I
one
tried to
time,
use
the
it
first time was fun,
strategically.
and then every time after that, like, because I would hit it accidentally, constantly. I'm like,
Oh,
damn
okay.
it, stupid huddle thing.
I mean, just get a
But
better
that's
control.
on me. I mean, that's on me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I tried to use it pretty strategically.
Tony, anything else?
No, that's it. We got to move on
All right.
anyway.
Yeah, we get to our bold predictions, guys. Come on. Let's go back in time to last year that I do have. Corey, you have some of yours.
I have mine from last year. They were still in my notes.
Yeah, okay. I have only 3 that were completely wrong.
I only remember one I did that I
Completely
know
wrong.
is wrong.
Well, I might be right with one. My first one, I said the market will shrink, and I don't think I'm right.
No,
I don't think I'm right.
No,
It
Marcus-
should have,
No,
but
no.
I thought that was a
Mine.
layup one actually, but Corey, what'd you have?
I think with the layup one, I thought we all were gonna get was Breath of the Wild 2 was gonna be released. Nope, that apparently was
No.
bold because it didn't happen.
Nope.
Yeah.
I also had Elden Ring gets released with exclusive DLC for Xbox. Nope,
Nope.
not a hit. Overwatch 2 would be released, and that's not even coming out this year. So, total big nope on that
maybe
one.
ever.
Final Fantasy 7 Part 2 would be announced. Nope.
Nope.
You got that
And,
stupid Redux thing.
Yeah. Microsoft would buy another publisher.
That I think we
Well,
get.
Did that
publisher.
Well,
That did
publisher, developer.
Wait,
Well,
publisher, or developer?
I'm sorry, developer.
developer.
That
yeah.
did happen.
I did have publisher down here in my notes, so
No, I think you
Valve's
meant
gonna
developer
have
though.
that.
We know what you meant.
Yeah.
There's no way
They're-
they're not gonna buy a publisher.
Yeah, but I mean, they could have bought like somebody. Who knows? They could
I
have.
think they
taken over.
did.
I
Didn't
don't
they fire
remember.
somebody this year?
Wasn't that Bethesda this year? In
I thought
2020?
Bethesda was last year.
Or was it?
think-
COVID
That was
time
last year.
messes me up.
I think it was Bethesda was the time before because I say another.
Oh,
Good
right,
time
yeah,
before.
That makes
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I also said VR is going to get a major AAA title. But
Half-Life was that last year?
No, that was. 2
I don't
years
think that
ago.
was this year.
That was 2
Yeah.
years.
Okay.
It was
no,
2020.
because we even said it on the pod. I remember saying that you guys were like,
Yes.
"Oh, didn't Alex?" Isn't it? And I was like, "Oh, shit."
Yeah. I would have given you that if you got it, but
But hey,
I had
this could be it with PSVR 2.
could be. I had the PS5 will be the best-selling console, and Horizon and God of War will release.
Oh God.
Those are the ones I had written down. I'm sure I did other ones, and I just
So you saying that triggered me, and I know I had to have said something about God of War. I know I had to have said there's no fucking way that God of War is going to get
Probably.
released in 2021 because I knew that was bullshit. I was like, nah, they're just fucking saying
Yeah.
that. They're fucking lying again.
I only remember that, as I've been predicting lately, my 0 for 1 was something about Injustice 3.
yes,
It's going to be
I
a
do remember you
Master
doing
Stone
that.
or
Yes.
something like that. And
Yeah, I remember that.
I do remember that.
Some way, it hasn't happened yet.
wish-
So
If I find my notes, there's notebooks I have all over the place. If I do find my notes,
Yeah, we can always revisit it. Yeah.
we'll revisit. So, all right, guys, let's get into our bold predictions. This is our lists, by the way. Holy cow, I found our lists.
Those episodes.
Bold predictions of 2022, guys. I would love to kick us off here. God of War will be delayed until summer.
Until summer. When is it coming out?
it doesn't have a release
February.
window.
Isn't it February?
No.
No,
dude.
that's
that's
Horizon.
That's Horizon.
I'm mixing it up with Horizon. I'll go. Then fuck it. I'll go with Horizon. Will be delayed till summer. I'll do it.
Fine, whatever.
I'll do it. I just knew that
It's possible. It's possible. They haven't announced it's gone gold yet. I mean, it's right after the holidays, but they have not announced it's gone gold yet.
I'll write it down. Horizon will go be delayed till summer. I forgot that God of War didn't get an actual release date yet. I thought it was spring, but I guess not.
No, they haven't even showed like.
They've showed some stuff.
I mean, they showed some stuff, but they haven't shown anything concrete.
They've probably shown. Yeah. Corey, what did you have?
I might have made cyberpunk predictions now that I remember.
I have.
You might have.
Steam Deck gets 6-month delay.
Oh,
Meanwhile, that's supposed to be out next month.
Oh, that's delayed 1,000,000%.
there's no way. There's no way. Chip shortage like crazy. I should do a chip shortage prediction. We'll figure that out. Wait. Tony, give me one.
Let's see. What was I gonna say? I had the file up. Sorry. We're gonna see more acquisitions than ever this year. I don't know if that's really bold, but I just feel Sony and Microsoft. We're gonna start seeing a lot less independent developers and stuff like that. It's just, I'll put a number to each. They're each gonna buy at least 3 studios this year.
All right, that's bold because
Yeah. That's
I think
bold, yeah.
definitely somebody like the people are getting acquired here and there, but cool. I know like PlayStation did buy Housemarque right last year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So,
Yeah. All right, Mike, give me one.
All right. So now I'm pivoting. The next NetherRealm project will not be Injustice 3. It will not be called that. It might be something similar. It's not
He's
going to be
spe-
Injustice
he's
3.
speaking Injustice 3
will never exist.
Trying to speak
He's
it
speaking it into his existence by doing
This
this.
is
I
the
see
whole
what you're
reverse
doing.
psychology thing.
Maybe a little bit, but
Did you say release a game, or that won't be release a game or announce?
Its next announcement or next upcoming game, because they tend to release one thing at a time, won't be Injustice 3.
The next, yeah, possible. It's probably very likely. I mean, I can kind of piggyback on that a little bit.
Okay,
Here's
go
a
ahead.
bold prediction.
Okay.
A Batman universe game will be released, meaning either Gotham Knights or Suicide Squad.
Is that really bold?
It is very bold. Neither of those
they
games are
won't?
getting released this year. There's no way those games come out this year. I 100% will tell
That's
you.
why it's
I
bold.
banked on that. I'd bank on that. Yeah. I'm not being bold by saying that.
Your bold is that
Oh.
one of them will release, Corey?
Will.
I will go bold. You want me to tell you bold and just tell you that the Gotham Knights game will be canceled?
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's bold. I have a similar prediction that I think is bold, although it may not even fully encompass this year. But I'm predicting that despite how they were presented at first, Suicide Squad comes out before Gotham Knights.
Well, I'm clearly saying that myself.
Oh yeah, but
I just don't think Gotham Knights comes out. I think it's canceled. I really do think it's canceled. All right. Tony, you got one?
I'm gonna say bold prediction: Valve announces a new game developed by them.
Whoa.
Yes,
Wow.
an actual new game.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Could be.
The year that we actually get that, that'll be the end of the world. We're done. We're not making it in the next year. So, all right. What do I have? I have to get my list. My next one, Fable, finally shown at E3.
There will be an E3?
Yes, there will be digital E3, but it'll be shown at E3. Oh, that time, right there, June, early June.
All right. Yeah, I'll give you a game announcement for you. Splinter Cell will get announced this year.
Didn't they just
Didn't
announce
already
that?
announce that Ubisoft's making another Splinter
Yeah,
Cell?
How did they just announce that?
I think
They
they
just
said
announced
that.
it last week. So if you didn't know it, that's a hell of a prediction.
No, I think that was a few months ago, or a month ago or so.
All right.
I thought they just announced they're doing a
I'll have to
yeah, they're-
revise.
Yeah, I think I know they just announced that because I was reading it on Twitter. Come back to you. All right.
Yeah, I can.
You go?
I have another one. I mean,
Okay, go ahead.
Nathan Drake shows up in
No.
Fortnite.
Oh,
And what? Fortnite?
Is he not already in there?
Probably not, but it seems like he should
What?
be in there.
I don't think he is in
be?
there.
Is
No.
it gonna be Tom Holland's Nathan Drake, a movie tie?
Yeah, of course.
I know I don't want to just cut everybody here, but to tie that together is I will say that they will announce a new Uncharted game this year.
Okay.
New one.
All right, Tony.
Let's see. Sony is going to try and revitalize a dead IP. I don't know what it's going to be, but I just feel like they got a lot of heat for
Rappa the Rapper.
maybe. I'd be down for that. But I feel like they've gotten a little bit of flack for their portfolio in that like it really appeals to the Western demographic and stuff like that, but they kind of like, don't really make.
Rapper the Rapper would fix that.
Yep, exactly.
That's a good one.
So I'll go with that.
All right, Mike.
I don't know how bold this is, but I'm gonna say Starfield gets delayed out of the year.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, you know what? I'll give you both because they're like massively clamoring how this is the year of Starfield. So
Yeah. I think it's getting delayed out of the year.
okay. Let's see. I have an extra one so far. Corey, go ahead.
Bayonetta gets released for Switch this year.
Ooh.
Is that really
Finally.
bold? Is that really bold?
Yes. Yes. Where is it?
They showed a
I thought I saw that
trailer.
on a list.
They showed that
like
on
I
a trailer
I
with the
thought I saw
release.
that on a list I just looked right before this to see like games 2022.
Like
I thought
they,
it was
they
there,
said
but
it was
I
coming
never
out. I mean,
read
you could
I don't pay attention to these things.
you could do it, but
On Switch maybe.
I think it's fine. I'll count it. for you.
specifically.
I'm just saying, like they ended the last
I mean-
Nintendo Direct with it.
I mean, should I piggyback my bold prediction because we're talking about Switch? Metroid Prime will finally be shown
Ooh.
this year.
Yes, I think so. I would agree with you on that one. I'll ride your coattails on that
bold,
one.
though?
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah, it will
shown.
be.
That they show. I'm saying it's getting something getting released. You're
I'm
just saying,
giving
they're
you-
going to show something for it.
I'm giving you Bayonetta. You gotta give us. I'm not saying it's gonna come out
I'm
this
just
year. I'm
saying,
saying they're
if you're
gonna
going to give
find
me
a show.
flack for saying Bayonetta gets released,
Dude, they released like a
When I
3-minute
haven't seen
trailer
anything
with
from it.
gameplay footage, like in
I
September.
don't know.
I mean-
I didn't remember this. Yeah.
I would like to point out that I am not mentioning Beyond Good and Evil 2 still in the statement. I
It's
am
in a bad
with
shape.
you on this, Tony. Yeah, no, I know. I know where I'm losing. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna
No,
lose
I
the
mean
bet
we
if it's
we both lost. I mean, really, like
yeah.
who really
5 years
won
from
here?
now.
Who really won?
Everybody losing.
Yeah.
All right.
Or
Yeah.
You
Go
got,
on.
I was gonna say, you got Dread, so.
All right, Mike, give me one.
Um, I know that last year I did mention Cyberpunk and I was wrong for
Where are you
adding
going?
them. I will say that they will. It's planned, but they will actually do their next gen versions release along with some sort of actual content update finally at some point this year. I don't know when, but they
Do you
will.
really
There
think they're going to
will.
release DLC for this at this point?
They have
Yes.
to. Yeah, they have to.
Yeah, I think they will. Along with the next gen upgrade.
They need to try
Okay,
to make
I got it
money
down.
off of that game because they got
Yeah.
nothing else for a long time.
That's true.
Apparently, they ended up selling decently anyway all year last year for some reason.
Because it
But
was $10 most of the year.
Wait, Corey? Did you say Breath of the Wild gets released this year?
I said that last year.
Oh, that's what it was. I said I put a date. I mean, I put a date on, not a date. I put a month on Breath of the Wild in my prediction. Maybe I'll put a date on it if you want. Make it a bold one.
Sure, go ahead.
They like to do release on Fridays, right?
Fridays.
December 9th, 2022. Breath of the Wild 2.
wow,
That's very specific.
late.
If I get that one, come
Just
on,
for
guys,
release
gotta be-
date. Just for release date. I'm not saying this is my global prediction because you're writing it down. I will say if it does get released this year, it's going to be November 18th.
Interesting. I'm going December. They love the December
Write
releases.
it down. Write it down. Write it down.
You really okay? Right.
I want you to write it down. I'm not saying it's a bold prediction, but I'm just saying, just as a, my guess.
I'll just write it on. I'll write it on mine.
Bold prediction
Mm.
for it. A
My
game published by Amazon Game Studios will be talked about as a Game of the Year contender.
Ooh.
What? That is. Is that bold or lunacy? I don't know.
That's bold. That's bold. That's bold because I have no idea what they're working on anymore. So
I know one thing. That's it. So
About. All right. Mike. No, actually, Tony. Tony, give me one. Tony needs to go.
okay, so this is one of those things. This is the last time I'm going to put it on prediction because I feel
Somewhat
every
that's
year
good.
it's been cock blocked. And it was the chip shortage last year. Switch Pro, we're finally getting it. We're finally getting it.
Put me down on that one. Put me down on that
well,
one as well.
I was waiting for you, Tony. I was like I didn't want to say anything until like you said it because I was like, someone's got to say it.
Podcast.
I just remember when they announced the OLED, I was like, wait a second. I was like, is this it? And I was reading. I was like, this is so weird. Like, it's absolutely weird to the point where even like casual gaming friends are asking like, what's better about it? I'm like,
Yeah.
the screen. Like, do you like playing it portable? If
Bigger-
you don't,
it's a bigger screen.
yeah,
It's
it's a
like-
bigger and better screen. But it felt like such a weird side grade option that it's like, okay.
Yeah,
And
it's the chip shortage.
it is.
the
It's
chip
100%.
shortage.
I guarantee you they're like, we can't get enough chips, but we have every other component. Just fucking throw it out there in the wild. Fucking sell
Yeah.
what we can.
All right, Mike.
All right. So I forgot the name of the game. The Sonic game. It's not Forces. That's the old one, right?
Sonic Breath
The
of the
world,
Wild.
the open world game. Yeah.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Sonic of the Wild will release this year, and it will be. It might be rough at release because I expect it to be released rushed because that's the history of Sonic Team. But I think when all is said and done, it will be the most well-received 3D Sonic game since Sonic Adventure 2.
Wow. Okay, that's bold. That's bold. That's a tall order.
Most, I mean, it just has to be better than like Unleashed in 06 and like Heroes and
Well, I think.
some people like
Yeah,
Heroes.
Isn't Colors 3D?
Colors-
Colors is 3D.
Colors
right?
is 3D. Colors is pretty
Colors is 3D. Generations is kind of not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's bold.
good. What? This is my last one I have. Game Pass will be launched on Switch.
Ooh. Okay. Going for
I
that.
feel like that
I-
ship has failed, but
Nope. I am quite confident that comes to Switch this year.
Wow. Okay.
I don't even. I'm confident in my bold prediction. So,
Okay.
Corey.
Sorry, I had to do something real quick. I got a bold one here for you. Nintendo's online will offer Dreamcast games.
Whoa.
Yeah, please. Oh my God, please come true.
Wow.
Then I can remember. Then I can.
We're just gonna
Then
skip
I can
to
go back
Saturn.
and play
Saturn
them.
never existed. We're gonna go straight to Gamecast.
Can we just do Saturn, please? Come on.
No, not gonna happen. Saturn, people are gonna.
The
forget
problem
about
is
that.
like, watch me like, again, it's gonna be like, I think we've mentioned this before, where I'm gonna play these Dreamcast games and be like, these weren't really that good.
Probably.
Probably, but all right, sounds good. Tony,
I'm gonna look at our boy Take-Two, and Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna be unveiled. /
There we
announced,
go.
whatever.
that's bold. I think it doesn't, but
That's bold.
that's bold. Because GTA 5 is just.
I mean, they're
Stupid.
coming out with GTA 5 PS5 in like a few
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you know it. But I just feel. I feel like they have to. I feel like they have to.
Mike, any more?
Not right now.
Yeah, you don't come up with them if you don't. I'm done. I'm now thinking of doing a Take-Two one where I'm saying they're going to instead mention a Red Dead game instead.
I mean,
No, they had Red Dead.
I
as the last
have.
game they did.
GTA 5
Yeah.
is their bread and butter. They can do what they want now and not make another GTA 6. They don't have to. But anyways, Corey, what do you got? Any more?
Yeah, last one I wrote down was that Facebook gaming and the metaverse will be much bigger in the zeitgeist with casual gamers than
I wasn't gonna mention any of this.
Okay.
I wasn't. I was gonna stay away.
than we think.
See, it's not bold. It's not bold because I wanted to easily say, be like, metaverse and NFTs are just going to be the talk of 2022, but
That's not bold, though. We know
it's not
that,
bold.
yeah.
It's not bold. It's just going to happen.
I mean, do you really think like? Because I could really see like the metaverse flopping big time.
Oh, I absolutely wanted to think it's going to flop. Like it's like you're basically just trying to do Second Life, Facebook branded. Like,
Yeah.
Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
I have a not very bold prediction, and I
Right.
think the Pokemon game that comes out will be the worst received Nintendo title in like 10 years.
How's that not bold?
10 years.
What is the
Full
call?
10 years. I don't know, but I feel like that's going to be like a dumpster fire, even if it's okay. People will be so pissed off about it no matter what.
I mean, there's Pokemon fans on the internet in general, but I don't know. I think
It is Pokemon fans in general.
yeah, it is the vocal one. Anyway.
Tony, do you have more?
Fuck it.
I think
Fuck
I'm happy with mine.
Fuck it. Let's go with it.
What?
Let's go with it. Switch Pro. They're gonna ask Mario Kart 9 this year.
All right.
Oh my god.
I think it
Again,
has to
that's
go.
like GTA 6. You're
I
doing
thi-
GTA,
yeah,
GTA.
I
with
think it
Nintendo.
has to go hand in hand with the new Switch. Switch Pro.
I mean, that's the one that they haven't like really updated. So
They haven't needed to. They've resold
Oh,
the same
okay.
game.
How about
Forever.
this? Can I just say, how about 1 versus 100 makes a return?
Okay.
well, we know that they're doing a game show. I don't think it's one.
Are they?
Yeah.
Then I won't make the prediction. I thought it was one. I would make a 1 versus 100 prediction because just piggybacking on that, I'm like, I'll go an Xbox prediction because I can.
But I mean, you
Oh.
can say I don't think it's gonna be 1 versus 100 though. So it's kind of bold if it is.
I guess this isn't that interesting or bold, but if Suicide Squad game does come out this year, Conroy's Batman will make an appearance in it. And it will be
Oh.
him.
I'll attach it to yours. Okay. We good? Any more to add?
I got one more. One more.
Okay.
We will see N64 GoldenEye on some platform this year.
Ooh. There was a leak
Wow.
about achievements.
There was a leak, and I'm really thinking, big braining it here. I really do think we're going to see the fruit of that old, I think it was a 316 Wii deal. It almost happened, but for whatever reason, it just fell apart. But I think it's going to happen this year. I think Phil Spencer and I think Doug Bowser,
That's what I thought
they're
Game Pass-
making
yep.
it happen. They're making it happen.
That's what I'm telling you. Game Pass is going to happen. They're going to work together this year much better.
Yeah, especially if Switch Pro comes out, like Game Pass will just be that much better. Even if it has to be Switch Pro exclusive.
Yep. All right.
Boom.
That's it for the bold
Boom.
predictions, guys. Wow. They are in
are
here.
good ones.
I
These are
have
good
the
ones.
book. We have a lot of them this year. That's good. and I have them written down, so we're not losing them. Plus, we have the audio. We have it this time. We're using different recording methods. I trust our recording methods this time. So that's gonna wrap up 578 of the Gamecast. We have so much more content coming this month.
What do we got?
Please stay tuned.
We got of the years.
Game of the year,
We got-
years, worst of the years, best of the years. We've
That's one
got
episode.
anticipated.
Anticipated 2022.
Yep. That's most hyped, really. Then there's I gotta look
We do
back
our
at
hype
last year.
ranking, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I mean-
2 more weeks of content. We only got 4 weeks in this,
Yeah.
so, right?
So that's 2 more.
Yeah,
so
the
one week
whole
we'll probably have a
episode.
regular episode or something like that.
The whole month is full of stuff, and I think we got another spoiler cast maybe coming up. Let's look at that too. We might do another spoiler cast for something. And we did Guardians. Everybody's playing Guardians. When do we do video games together?
Yeah, we do Guardians.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It'll
maybe,
be interesting to see how much is different.
Yeah, that's
for
what I'm
each
saying.
one.
Like,
If there's anything.
if anything. So this just won't put me down there. I'm just looking back at the other ones, but yeah. So, yeah, we've got a lot of stuff coming up. It's gonna be crazy. Stay tuned. Follow us on Twitter, on Facebook. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. Subscribe. Hit that like button. We will see you guys soon. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.